Hello! So, I'm not very sentimental, but when it comes to clothing, I seem to have a bit of a hoarderish problem. And I think it's because each article of clothing holds a bunch of different stories and almost like a hallmark of the person that I was. But I have too much stuff in here. It's a tiny wardrobe and I wear pretty much nothing that is in here. So, gonna try and get rid of some of it because ripping off Daniel J. Layton is how I make bread and butter. I found a style at 13 and I stuck to it. It was essentially t-shirts, jeans, Converse and a hoodie. Because I watched Travis Like and all those sort of people and they rubbed off on me. But occasionally I would have shirts for like holidays and stuff, and I wore this almost more than most of the t-shirts I have. But it doesn't accent boobs properly and I have so many good memories attached to this shirt. It's taking up space and I'm never gonna wear it again. And this, okay, I hated weddings. I utterly despised weddings because they made me feel like crap, because all my uncles would try and be boisterous with me and like treat me like one of the lads, but I'm not one of the lads. I mean, look at me. This is the first dinner shirt I ever had, and I went to my first ever prom with this and everything else, but I had miserable times at those. When I was 13, I was developing my style and trying to find out who I was, and before I settled on the t-shirt, jeans, Converse, hoodie thing, I got a load of stuff from Topman, and I got this. I've had this since I was 13. I'm 21 this year. I've had this for like nearly 8 years. It's actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. No, I'm never going to wear it. 8 years. It's a really long time. I could give it to a child. When they wouldn't wear it. Make it. Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make this one into a pillow. Suit. Now this. Oh. This. Oh my god. I wore this to about 3 different weddings. I wore this to sixth form every single day. This was my like school uniform essentially, and I mean somehow there's no oil paint on it, which is amazing. There's a lot of memories attached to this, like a lot of good times with friends, a lot of weddings and funerals and christenings and family events. I am never ever going to wear this again because this just embodies my dysphoria at the heart. I had so many shit times in this, but I had so many good times too. It was uncomfortable as fuck, and I hated every second that I had to wear it. Okay, I'm not going to throw this one out just yet, and I'm not going to throw out this other suit. I need to do something with these. I can't just chuck them. I need to give them to someone or something. So I'll leave them in here for now. God, that sounds so defeatist. Part of the memory is just, I'm about to get the really hard bit now. It's my t-shirts. I had to do a clear out before moving to London because I had too much stuff and all that sort of stuff, and had to move it onto a smaller room so my sister could have the larger room that I had. It was really freaking hard getting rid of a load of my old t-shirts that I'd had since I was like 13 and would still wore occasionally, but like they were a little too short in some of them. And I put 2 of them in picture frames because I loved the designs in them so much and had so many fond memories of them. They're like my favourite shirts. So the idea of getting rid of a load of these t-shirts is crazy. I mean, this one I just picked up is a crew shirt from a stage play that I was crewing. So that one's staying. All the crew shirts are staying. Call that defeatist if you want. Oh, here's one for the ages. This is a shirt I got on my 15th birthday when my dad and my granddad and I went to the Doctor Who experience. And you know what? I'm never going to wear this, but I don't have enough photos from that day. This holds too many memories that I won't be able to keep if I don't keep this. And now comes one of my favourite shirts I have ever owned, because there's so many stories with this shirt. So essentially, this shirt is a tape cassette with the dictionary definition below. And the reason I love this is I am the oldest of my generation in my family. All my cousins and things who are in the same generation are younger than me, and they are a lot younger than me. Like the oldest one is 14, and then the oldest one after her is 11. Whenever I wore this shirt, I would be able to go to like my little cousins and be like, do you know what this is? And they'd be like, no, what is it? And I was like, this is what films used to be on and what music used to be on, and it was hilarious just watching their faces be confused to hell. But again, I'm never going to wear this. And now we go on to the T-Fury stuff. So when I was 15 is when I discovered this website, and back then they would have a t-shirt design up for 24 hours, and if you didn't buy the t-shirt then you'd never be able to get it. A couple of years later they introduced a store for their back catalogue. But I have so many shirts from this site. This is my favourite T-Fury t-shirt ever. It's the wallpaper from Sherlock with a smiley face and then silhouettes of Sherlock and... I wore this so much as a teenager! When I moved to London for the first time, I tried to set up an Etsy store where I would make stenciled t-shirts. These are crap. These are crap. Some people liked them and thought they were sort of cool. Made about 50 quid off of that thing. I'm never going to wear these. My high school had houses. So I was in York, which was a boys' house, but oh well. And this shirt was uncomfortable as frick. Like I had to do rowing in this and sailing and everything, and it chafed ridiculously. That school made me who I am, and I don't know if I can get rid of this. You know what? I have the tie that I wore every single day at this house. I'm not going to forget my time at that school. And every time I look at that tie, I'll remember everything. The only thing that this adds is my sporting stuff, and I hated sports, so yeah. Fuck me. It's just a red t-shirt with a white kind of collar thing and down there. And my old YouTube banner had a cartoon of me wearing this, red Converse and jeans, because that was my aesthetic and my design. Fuck, can I get rid of this? No, I can't. I'm gonna have to see if it fits. When I was 13 and 14, and I wore Top Man shirts that had kind of cool designs on, but then Top Man moved away from that into button downs. And then when I was 15 and 16, I wore mostly T-Fury stuff. But the T-Fury stuff and the really cool Top Man designs started to become too small. I kept them, but then when I decided to move to London, I got rid of them. All the t-shirts I have here are ones that I wore between the ages of 17 and 19, and then I came out as trans and never worn them again. There's no joke attached to them, there's no story, so I think I can just easily get rid of a lot of these. I bought this before coming out. Like, I bought this back in Telford where I grew up and would wear it quite a lot in my bedroom. This is the only article of clothing I have that reminds me of when I was a teenager dressing up in clothes that made me comfortable in my bedroom. But I'm never going to wear it. This is the thing, like holds such a deep memory. But I have photos of me wearing it, and those photos have those memories attached to them too, and take up less space. So, yeah. So when I first came out, I was excited, essentially. I could wear all the clothes that I would wear in private, in public now. And I went out and bought a bunch of dresses and things. But then it turned out that I didn't look good in them because, you know, I didn't really know what clothes suited me yet. So this looks shit on me because of the colours and the patterns and everything else. And it also showed off my shoulders too much. I had this thing where I would find dresses that I really liked, but they all had these like cut off sleevey things. So I looked awful in them because my shoulders are broad as fuck. And now I can't wear them. So they're just sitting here as reminders of my first few times of transition. I also bought a bunch of like these sort of things which were too tight because I haven't had bottom surgery yet, so I would have to tuck, and tucking is painful as fuck. I hate tucking so much. I don't do it, that's why I wear jeans and skirts mostly now. Oh my god, this is the first article of clothing I ever went out as a woman. well, I've always been a woman, but you know what I mean. It's like when I went out completely expressing as female, this is the article of clothing I wore. Dungarees. Now, again, A, I don't think I look good in these, and they don't really suit my aesthetic, and B, I need to tuck to wear them. I could hold on to them until I get castrated or get bottom surgery, but that's just saying that's a woulda, shoulda, coulda. My hips might change size, and I might not actually be able to wear these, so if I do want dungarees in the future, I can buy them. And now we come to skirts. So this is a failed Halloween costume that cost £2, it's fine. This is one of the first skirts I actually got through my transition, and I liked that it like flared out. I like the flary out skirts because they accent my hips properly. But I never wear this anymore because I'm not a fan of the colour or the style of it. Then this is, as again, one of the first skirts I bought because I got VeDiM skirts, but it's really tight and I have to tuck to wear it again, so sorry. Through the early parts of my transition, I bought a bunch of shorts because I thought, oh, there's a goalie, but they don't do anything for my hips and I have to tuck for them, so when I realised that I hate my shoulders and that I needed to have longer sleeves, or like 3/4 sleeves, I went out and bought a bunch of long-sleeved t-shirts from Primark. But I don't wear these, I don't look good in them. They allow me to take some really nice photos of like me with cleavage. So this shirt is it a women's shirt? It's a women's shirt, I can keep it, yes! Okay, my style now has developed into vests, this sort of long shirty thing, and then skinny jeans and comps. So hasn't developed much since I was expressed as masculine. But this shirt is me. Like, have TARDIS, Alice, Cheshire Cat, purple and blue. This shirt is just me, and I am keeping this one. Yeah, never getting rid of this shirt. So, t-shirts dramatically decreased. That one's almost empty. That one practically is empty, and that's just towels and stuff. And then this, I can actually like, there's room in it now. This was like chock full, and here's all the clothes that I'm getting rid of. Yeah, thank you for watching, and that was hard. That was really hard. I had a couple of moments where I was about to cry because of the memories that I was getting rid of. But, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be a pain in the ass to edit. Okay, with that, I'm going to say bye. I'm really good at falling over. I should become a stunt performer.